Mine was
like everything. Your shit was everything. Duke wanted complete access to your device.
Facts. So if you sign on to this
what's the name of that Snowden program? You just want that Snowden program?
Facts. Snowden joint right there. The view and everything. When you have your camera off.
Yeah, I was like, yeah, this sounds like the CIA program. Like this been existing. You just waiting for
Duke
the Google Play app. Podcasts and stuff. We just started. Bacon and eggs. We starting late. Sometimes that's what happens. I just cast Pierce Brosnan as Dr. Fate. Caught you sleeping, now you napping. That's facts that I'm straight rapping. Pierce Brosnan really is Dr. Fate versus The Rock. Ain't that some crazy shit? About to battle in the movies, Black Adam, doing that shit in public. My heart desires to love it, but honestly, I'm afraid they might shove it. Another shitty Rock movie down our throats. But the opposite of that, I truly do hope that shit is dope. You know, like, there you go. First news by accident. That wasn't even on the topic list. But yeah, Pierce Brosnan is Dr. Fate against Black Adam in the Black Adam movie.
Okay.
So I'm kind of surprised by that. Like, I don't really know much about Dr. Fate except that he's their Doctor Strange. But
I didn't even know that much.
The only difference is he has a mask. That's it. Like, he got a mask over his face, so the age thing might not even matter. But yo, The Rock is, The Rock, he's fucking jacked. I'm like, I love Pierce Brosnan, but my man's old. But like, I don't know much about Pierce, like about Dr. Fate, but he definitely looked like, like Doctor Strange. He ain't trying to fist fight you. He trying to stay away. So, and then he wearing that mask, so the AIDS thing might not even matter, but it is kind of a stark contrast, So, but yeah.
Is he young in the comic books?
I don't know, because he really does wear this golden mask. It's not really about him taking off the mask, So I don't even know what Dr. Fate looked like, to be honest, but it is just kind of crazy just seeing, like, damn, they got old man Fate, like just them as real life actors, like wow, my man's old,
Anthony Hopkins is old.
Yeah, but he ain't battling The Rock.
Yeah, but they're not doing nothing. All this shit's gonna be CGI and it's not like.
Yeah, I don't know. He gave this whole speech about how he's the man in black, and because I guess they finally this is a movie. Black Adam as The Rock has been announced, like, who knows how many years, maybe 5-6 years. It's one of those epic stories where I say, like, the traditional Hollywood, right? Like, yeah, they want to make that movie, but until people hit record, it may not. It just might never happen. But it's finally gonna happen. So it's like, I guess we have to believe it's gonna happen now. But But yeah, he showed the script, like, he showed page 1, and he's like the man in black, and he's like, he's hoping to make an anti-movie. I got the anti-life equation in my head. An anti-movie and change the world with the anti-movie. He's hoping to make an anti-hero movie, like, for the ages that will span the test of generations, he said. And he said he putting everybody on notice. He said he putting Marvel on notice. He said he putting DC on notice. He said they could all get it. So, and I hope that's true. But like, I love The Rock, right? I love him as a wrestler, and I even love him as an actor. But just his movies, I feel like he has a strong batting average, and that his movies are kind of trash. So I just hope that this movie is good too, because I feel like his people are producing this movie as well. Like, that's the vibe he's always presented. Like, this is coming from his company, even though, WB and them own it. So yeah, I just I feel like Rock, even, and I've heard I've heard him described too as the highest paid actor, and sometimes I wonder why. because I'm like, yo, what movies is he killing the game in? You know, until he joined like Fast and the Furious, like what were these IPs? You know, that demanded such money. I don't know, but.
Yeah, I know he's in them Scorpion King movies. I don't really know his timeline other than the little bit of time I remember him wrestling. I don't really know or remember. Yeah, I don't know. He just was in the Fast and the Furious joints.
Yeah.
And then after that,
I hope it's dope. Like, I'm just saying we're not too far removed from him literally releasing Rampage and the movie about like the rooftop movie or something where I just remember the poster. He's like hanging with one arm. I think he's a disabled person or like his leg's broken or something, but like, I don't know. He's like it just has to do with like rooftops and shit. I don't know. like, I remember reading the synopsis or some shit, but like these were like the traditional Rock movies where like Rock is the hero and then they bomb, you know, so I hope that is dope. I want it to be dope. I don't want him to be making these movies because I feel like, you know, outside, you know, we say some of this kind of jokingly, but like, outside looking in, it looked like he making, you know, his own version of Steven Seagal, Nick Cage movies, but he's just doing it on the A level, you know, like, with a lot more eyes watching than normally watch these Wesley Snipes, Jean-Claude Van Damme level movies, you know?
Right.
So we all, when he fails, we just see it instead, and, you know, unlike when Steven Seagal drops 5 in a year, no one notices, you know? But yeah, Black Adam's coming, so that's something to look forward to. I told you I saw The Father, but I don't know if we need to talk about it again because we kind of did. But overall, it's dope. It's just dope to see Hopkins act again because, yeah, I'm always surprised when I see him at this point because, you know.
Is that a new movie?
Yeah, it's one of the kind of hybrid, I think, movies where pay on demand. So I don't know if it's in the theaters, but that was probably a movie that would have dropped in theaters, but in this world we're in, it's in the like Amazon section where you can pay, and yeah. So it's a new movie. I think it came out last year. Sony Picture Classics.
Okay.
Alright. So alright, you got any topics or anything, or should I just start going down these lists?
No, the only thing I saw was the Joe Budden podcast people.
Should we try to Google that real quick? See if we could get to the bottom of that mystery?
I mean, he explained it. So, I mean, as far as how the explanation went, I mean, you don't really know what the issue is, but I don't know. Rory, I guess, was acting a certain kind of way on the last few episodes, or I don't know. But I guess, I don't know. My take is that maybe they played a clip where he brings up one of the other podcasts that Joe started, and I guess he was on their set. He appeared on one of the female podcasts.
Oh, so on the same channel, on the Joe Budden channel,
on the network.
Yeah.
And I don't know, when he went over there, you could, you know, it almost seems like he's joking, but he's not joking. But he just kind of was like, it looked like they get treated better over there on some type of shit like that. So I don't know why that came from. But it's probably just the whole string, and I don't know their situations or whatever. But you know, it looked like Joe was angling to get a deal ultimately. Maybe I don't know. He talks about ownership and all this stuff, but I don't know. You know, maybe they don't like where it's going. But anyway, he told him to take, I guess, a few days off of the podcast.
Yo, Joe Budden, actual Joe Budden quote, "I'm not holding anybody's podcast masters."
Yeah. I heard say that. But I guess he told him to like take a few days off to chill out.
It's not just a work thing. They're taking time for their grievances. One of the quotes here said from him.
Yeah. And he said he talked to him all about it. And Maul asked him what makes him think he has the right to tell Rory to stay home. So whatever implications you read in there, right? Like sound like nobody's above anybody, and they, clearly feel like they, equally contributed. They all own it or whatever. But the last 2 episodes, they haven't been there. It was Park still there and some other people, the other background people.
Joe Budden.
Yeah.
There was a related article. Funny enough, I'm reading both of these articles on Complex. It's February 3rd, so this is old news, but I haven't kept up with Budden. But I guess February 3rd, Joe Budden announced a deal with Patreon, multifaceted deal with Patreon.
Oh, yeah. Yeah, I remember seeing the headline for that. And he got some role there, I don't know. Yeah, no, I was surprised. This is the first time I actually watched the pod and watched him explain what happened. I haven't watched it in a while. I didn't even know these transgressions were happening, any of this stuff. But yeah, there it goes. Let's see what happens. Might get back together. It might just be a little bullshit.
Yeah, man.
You know what I mean? But
yeah, we know Wu-Tang ain't united all the time,
I don't know. I don't know the details.
Yeah, it looked like all the quotes too are kind of like not sketch, but they don't say much. It just says like, we're working on it right now, and that's really it. So
yeah, but that's it. Anything else?
I saw an academics. I ain't click on it, but I saw it was an academics shitting on
he's
all
gonna
of it.
shit on it. Yeah, of course.
All right, let's see. So, should I go on to my normal list?
Yeah, let's run down the list.
All right. I always do these in order of new to old. So, this is actually old news, but I think I forgot to tell y'all last week. Or, no, I found out this week, but in the beginning of the week. But I figured I should mention it on here because I remember when we talked about Stimulus 2. So, I'm proud to announce that Stimulus Check 3 has been mailed to me actually today. It's funny, I actually checked Monday, and Monday it said they're going to mail it to me today. That being said, keep in mind, I have still yet to receive Stimulus Check 2. So I don't know. I know Amazon uses USPS. I don't know what service the IRS uses to mail their checks. But the Duke mail is where the stimulus goes to me. It arrived on time. What are you talking about? I cast 100% of it, dude.
Right on time. As soon as it was issued.
As soon as it was issued. Exactly.
Like a little digital.
Yeah. So we'll see. And then I was able to claim Stimulus 2 on my taxes, which I also haven't received yet. But so yeah, in theory I'm getting it there, but unless they do some crazy shit later down, or I hope it's not for next year because that would suck. But I mean, I guess I'll get it eventually. But yeah, at some point I'll get Stimulus 3. But we still waiting on 2. But we still waiting.
Yeah, I don't know.
Shout out to the IRS. Shout out to the IRS.
That's Duke when he come on. He probably tell you.
I got I don't know. Let me see. I could probably just pull up that email, like the actual quote. Let me see if it's worth reading. Cause I guess I got an email today and it said, the first $10K from your unemployment you don't gotta pay tax on, which is great because I already did my taxes, so it's awesome. So I can't, so that wasn't added.
Yeah. You did it before they did it, then yeah.
But they said, even better news. This is from TurboTax. This is the even better news. The IRS says you don't need to do anything right now to take advantage of this benefit. The IRS assures us there's no faster way to get any additional money you're owed. Amending your return could actually delay your payment. So if you try to give them the correct data. It will actually hurt you. It will actually hurt you. So I think their advice was here. Oh, here. The IRS has not provided specific timing and details yet, but we will reach out when they do. But basically, it was saying right now, don't do nothing because everything will be taken care of you. Just like Stimulus 2 and 3. They're on their way.
I mean, yours are on their way. I guess.
Yeah.
Man, people are already done with all this.
I know.
All of that shit. I don't know. That's crazy.
So yeah, that's the status of my of all the government stuff that I'm one day getting at some point down the line. Somewhere like the Flash. Oh yeah, I wrote that. We just talked about this too, so I don't know if there's much to expand on that, but yeah, that's my favorite scene in that Zack Snyder movie. Yo, that Flash goes backwards. That shit's dope. That's just
yeah, it looked pretty dope. I've seen like clips of it.
Yeah.
Pretty dope.
If you don't watch that movie, just watch that and watch the Joker clip, and that might be all you need to see. If you want expanded Zack Snyder vision, then you need to watch all. But
at some point, I'll watch all of it. It's just so long.
Yeah.
It'll probably be a while before I even get to it.
All right, this is actually a week old. And you know, this was more stuff I'm into because you like fighting games, but you didn't really like the tournament scene. But Sony bought Evo last week, so that was the big news. In that, a lot of people were to my surprise, because a lot of these people, you've heard me talk my feelings on esports and all this shit. To my surprise, a lot of people in the community who are definitely pro esports were kind of sad and had variations on the statements that the end of the grassroots is dead. And it was kind of funny seeing it coming from them, because I was like, yo, ain't this what you want, right? You want a living from video games. You want Sony here. Like, I'm usually the one, like, you know, being the old man, like, I wish people cursed in commentary while they played Street Fighter, you know? But so it was just kind of funny, like seeing that from them. But a lot of people were quick to point out, like, yo, man, the only grassroots thing about Evo was that volunteers, they still make volunteers do most of the work. And I was like, you're right. I was one of them in 2016. Because it's probably been corporate as fuck since 2012, you know? Because they make it's a convention and they make a decent gate, you know, for them, you know. But for the future of stuff, some people were concerned because if Sony bought it, well, like, that means fighting games, if Evo is going to matter in the future, right? Which for now, I guess you could say it is. Unless that League of Legends game comes and really does change the world dramatically, which probably won't happen, but like I said, every game that has tournament funding, which I can't imagine a League of Legends game not having, seems to be really successful. So it could change the world. You never know. Money makes the world work right now in that world. But unless that game, but it's funny, the owners, this is where it gets all kind of, the owners of Evo, right? They sold it to Sony, right? So, but they remain on board as consultants, similar to Dana White, right? Who remains on board as UFC as still the main guy, right? Just somebody else owns it now. It's no longer the Zuffa team. So the Cannons are still there, the two brothers. And they're also the people making the League fighting game because they sold their company to Riot Games too. So it's kind of a big happy family. So I can't imagine how they both wouldn't work together, those two. But in a world where if Evo's actually still going to remain this #1 fighting game event for now, some people were afraid, well, what about the fighting games that don't involve Sony, like Smash Brothers, which is a pretty big game, probably the biggest game if you count that as a fighting game. And what's the other one? Killer Instinct, which is not as big a game, but it's owned by Microsoft, you know? like will that start to veer its head into the mix, you know? And for now, they put out a statement like, nah, man, we trying to play with everybody. Everybody's down. And then Nintendo did its classic thing. Because Nintendo hates the Smash Brothers community. So they were like, we will assess the situation when it's time, but we really ain't about this, essentially. There was a bigger quote than that, but essentially they were like, yeah, we'll see what happens. Probably not going to happen, essentially. Like, they probably ain't letting their game at EVO. Which, to be fair, post last June, when all the sexual stuff, harassment stuff was coming out for every game, in particular for Smash, Nintendo was like, see, this is why we don't fuck with you guys. And now, so it's almost tough to even imagine Nintendo helping their fighting game network. Yeah, I don't know. They trying to release games. They don't seem to have any interest in esports, which is surprising because that's usually not the case. And then Microsoft hasn't really commented because, to be honest, they don't really care about Killer Instinct. That shit ain't new. That's an IP that is usually dusted off when people bother them enough. Like the Snyder Cut. If enough people bother them on a Twitter, they might dust off the Killer Instinct, but they out here making real money. They ain't got time for no KI bullshit, you know? So they don't got time to comment. So yeah, Sony grabbed Evo. It was apparently, this would happen a long time ago, but I didn't realize it. Microsoft bought Smash GG, which, to be fair, I don't kind of fully remember what that is, but I almost feel like that was a big tournament website, empowering esports community. Yeah, so it's like, it's interesting to see like the two big console companies starting to own like all the things we use. And then check this out. This ties into the next thing, and then you can comment if you have any thoughts. Apparently, I saw this right before we started the podcast, Microsoft is in talks to buy Discord. So all these things being bought out. I mean, hey, Twitch got bought out by Amazon. You know what I mean?
That's what happens.
Yeah. So esports might be taking.
Paid.
Yeah.
Somebody's got to sell.
People are getting paid.
I mean, once you build something big enough, somebody want to do it, you could cash out, still run it, still make more money. You know.
Yeah.
Unless you want to just keep it like that, but most people will take them big payouts and the bonuses that come along with it after. If you're the one that's selling these type of deals, then you're probably making off really good. If Microsoft's buying something from you.
Yeah. No, it's great for them. I'm not involved in fighting games, so to be fair, like, you know, I had my little thoughts for the day finding out, and then I was like, all right, I'm good, because I don't really play these things right now, you know.
What were your thoughts before?
I didn't care. I don't play them right now. I don't care. But you know, like, I'll see it on like a YouTube video, so I'll say my thoughts and or whatever I said. I don't even remember what I said, but you know, I think, you know, it was the big thing. So I didn't mention this part, but they want to do another online Evo, or attempt. They didn't do it last year because literally right before online Evo was supposed to happen, their sexual harassment thing came out, you know. But they want to do an online Evo attempt this year, and I was very saddened. Maybe they've announced more. I don't follow it enough. That was a big enough one that it got up on my radar. But they announced 4 games, and the 4 games were Street Fighter V, Tekken 7, Dragon Ball, and Guilty Gear Strive. And if you look at the original announcement for last year's Evo, so they announced the games for normal Evo, right? And it was going to be a bunch of games, and then COVID happened. So they changed it completely, and all the games were selected were only games that had good online netcode. And I thought, good, because it kind of sends a message like, look, Street Fighter V might be the biggest fighting game, but it sucks online, and this is an online world right now. We're not going to play your game. And we're going to play Killer Instinct, which didn't even make the cut, and Mortal Kombat 11, which didn't even make the cut, and Skullgirls, which didn't make the cut. And of all the games, them fighting herds, the My Little Pony game, which also didn't make the cut, but they all have good online. And I kind of like wish, you know, if we're going to, but now it's owned by Sony, it's mainstream, so it's like, well, Street Fighter's coming, right? Who made Street Fighter V, right? Sony, right? You know, like, it was, you know, Capcom made it. Well, they didn't even make it. They hired that other company. But, you know, Sony funded that game. So it just would have been nice to have, like, one Evo, like, where it just sends the message, like, hey, man, like, look what's possible with good netcode, you know? Instead, like, we're gonna have these games, and you know, people are gonna show up because that's what people do. But it's just like, it just would have been nice to have one where, like, you get to see real netcode. And to be fair, that still might happen because the new Guilty Gear is there, and assuming that it plays as good as everybody says it played in the beta, it might embarrass the other games, and that still might be good enough to send a message. But I think a more powerful message would have been sent had it been a bunch of indie games. And all the American games, had it just been only American games who, while they're not popular, they seem to at least get something right, you know, netcode, you know? That kind of would have been cool because they're never those games outside of Mortal Kombat, because when they can also do the esports run when the game is new. None of the other games can really shine that spotlight. Killer Instinct can't, and Skullgirls and them fighting herds are never gonna have a chance, you know, indie games, you know? But apart from when Mortal Kombat is new in those first 6 months when they're trying to push all the sales in the world, they really could care less about anything else, you know? But yeah, it just would have been nice to just see like good netcode, because that might have changed future of fighting games, you know? And you know, I told you about that Twitter where they bullied the KOF guy.
Yeah.
So it still might happen. They claim that they're gonna do rollback. So like it slowly might be changing, but hopefully that happens. Like I do kind of hope that all the games suck. Street Fighter sucks and Tekken sucks online, but Guilty Gear plays perfect, and everybody's kind of like, fuck, maybe we better take a serious look at rollback, you know? So that's almost more of the thing I care about more than the buying and selling, because I'm not really involved in anything else. And I think that might affect me in the future if I ever do come to play. Like, it would be nice to have online that works, you know?
Right, for sure.
Also, on the Discord tip, you know, like, part of me doesn't want Discord to be bought by Microsoft just because they bought Skype. And, yeah, Discord kind of works right now, so I don't really... you know what happens sometimes when companies get bought? Like they change, and it's like, I just, you know, it'd be nice, like,
especially Microsoft.
Yeah.
Yeah. If they was going other shit, I might be like, they might let them rock out, but
dude, honestly, one of the great disappointments is them buying Rare. Because yeah, they own Killer Instinct. They might own some of these other things, like GoldenEye, I guess, is super convoluted and fucked. Because I think that the game is sort of owned by them, but then because it's a movie IP, it's also owned by the movie IP people. So there's all kinds of fuckery. But yeah, like a lot of those N64 Rare games, they weren't really Nintendo-alized. They were owned by Rare, and then Microsoft bought that shit. And they're a weird bunch because they buy these IPs. They don't seem to really use them, you know, the way maybe other people might use them, you know? They just kind of have them and wait for the time. Like, I think I saw the doc of KI maybe like a year ago, and it seemed like if it wasn't for the right people poking the right bears, that game, there was no demand from Microsoft to like, yo, we got this big money IP, let's drop this shit. It was just the right people poking the right people, and everybody kind of got, you know, right places at the right time, and this fighting game happened, you know? So like, because I bet you if another developer that likes fighting games had KI, they probably would use KI, you know, like a lot more. You know, we'd have a lot more.
right.
And it probably would have been it wouldn't have been an Xbox exclusive, so a lot of more people would have played it. Like, to this day, I still have not played that game because it's on Microsoft, and I never owned that system, you know? So, but yeah. If they do buy it, I just, you know, just want Discord to work. Just let it work. I do shit on it all the time for as many resources as it takes, but it does work. You know, it does work. It does work.
That'll probably be a while though before.
For sure.
You see anything.
But you know, the same way somebody made Discord, you know, maybe somebody makes the next thing, you know, so.
Yeah, that's what happens.
Yeah.
You know what I mean?
Oh man, I wish I wrote more data on this one. Any other thoughts before we move on there?
On
Oh no.
what part?
Well, any of what I just said. Otherwise, I'm gonna go to the next one. Alright, so let me message Duke real quick again. And then
I don't know. I mean, the esports community those people that play that game, they could always just make your own tournaments. If it's just about the scene, then the money's not necessary, especially if that's the thing that messed it up. But
They
people
kind of
want to
already
make money too. So I mean,
they kind of already
have.
have.
People who got money. Sony got money. Y'all more money. Sony got money.
They kind of already have. Like it'll be interesting to see how Evo runs in person, because even though Evo would only have the biggest games of the moment in official capacity, it was also infamous for any fighting game you play was gonna be there on some like street shit, you know, they call them side tournaments. So that was like the gathering for every fighting gamer in the world. So if you play Melty Blood, and you know, Melty Blood's never gonna make it in the Evo, right? Because it's fucking Melty Blood. Which, by the way, this is a game we didn't play. I didn't play it, but I guess a new Melty Blood is coming out. I don't know if it's a really new version or an update, but there's a new Melty Blood coming out. But yeah, like there would be a side tournament at Evo, and because it's Evo, the best players in the world were gonna be there, even if there is no real prize pool. You know, it might be like $100 if you're lucky. You know, but everybody was gonna be there. So no matter what weird ass game you play, all the best people were gonna be there because it's Evo, and that's the #1 spot. But I wonder if now, like, if we'll still have those side tournaments there. And I guess there's no way to really stop them, because you could just have it in the hotel rooms. But you know, there was actual space. So even though they were official, they were unofficially official, if that makes sense. You know what I mean? Like the venue.
Those people can make that an official thing if they want.
Unofficial Evo.
People can just make their who made Evo? Who made
the same? Yeah, the cannons. The cannons battle at the Bay in Cali.
What did they do?
2 dudes showed up with computers in the 90s, and that was it. They just started running brackets at an arcade machine, at an arcade venue.
And then they rented space? What happened?
Actually, so I think the original ones were just literally at one of the Cali arcades.
And then what happened after that?
It was just so big, more and more people kept showing up, you know, and they just kept having to move on up, you know.
I mean,
just start another one.
People like to think, and those people, it already exists too, right? Like,
yeah,
I mean, it's already a thing. So if those people that really clamoring like that, then
well, those are side games too. So I'm saying, like,
whatever they're complaining about the commercialization, just make your own tournament. I don't.
Yeah.
Money, or is it about having fun and playing the games in the competition?
Yeah.
Sony got money if you want money, I guess. I guess that's a good thing for coming into it.
I was surprised that
if you want to keep it grassroots, then money might not be the biggest thing you're gonna get, but you'll be able to keep shit the way you want to keep it.
Yeah.
But
it was surprised too to hear like the definition of what they called grassroots too, because they cited 2 other tournaments that I was like, yo, watching those things on stream, those shits don't look grassroots either. But I see what you mean. Are people mad at the brothers? Nah, I don't think. I think it's kind of, those guys are like silent people. They're hidden people. So I don't think no one's really mad at them. But they're like shadow figures. Like if you don't know them, it's kind of, you're not really gonna know them. You know what I mean? So it's not like they came out and made any public statements. Shit happens and you deal with it, you know?
Selling their thing. Yeah. I don't know.
So, yo, I heard some shit, but I didn't write any more data than this. But so this just might be blind speculation on my part, because I literally got 4 words listed here. But I guess Amazon and Facebook were also working on their own coin. Their own kind of crypto or something.
Facebook's been working on one for like a while.
Yeah. I didn't write down any of the names or something, but none of those are out yet, right? They're just things they're working on.
I don't know. Yeah, I haven't heard any major thing about them, or I'm not sure on either of them.
But yeah, I was listening to something, and
governments are trying to make them. All kind of people making.
Yeah.
Trying to make
the Libra cryptocurrency plans. Okay, it's no longer doing Libra, because I do remember they canceled one. But I guess the last thing that comes up on Google is December, and they hoping to do a different one in 2021, I guess.
I don't know about any of those.
And yes, I heard Amazon was trying to do one too, which I was like, of course. Amazon preparing to launch a digital currency project in Mexico. Job postings describe a walled garden type digital currency that could roll out in emerging economies. Let's see. This product will enable customers to convert their cash into digital currency, using which customers can enjoy online services, including shopping for goods and or services like Prime Video. One of Amazon's job posts said, new payment product. So
what's the incentive though for using their thing?
I don't know. Because really all the news is coming from the job description, so it's not too much data, but the job description, I guess.
Unless that should just start goes up in value. I don't know if it's going to be like a stable coin.
Yeah. Because I was thinking what you just said, and I was like maybe if you're into buying stuff, if you buy the crypto and it goes up in value, like you just said, maybe for the price of what would have been a $3.99 movie, because I paid $3.99 and it goes up a week from now, maybe I could get 3 movies now, 3 Prime videos now.
Yeah.
It says Amazon's digital and emerging payments division intends to roll out product in Mexico first. Second job posting hints the product appears to be broadly aimed at emerging markets. Amazon hiring software developer engineers at all levels to step up for launch. And of course, they didn't respond for comment. Yeah.
We'll see.
Yeah. So yeah, that's it.
Cryptos. Cryptos are crazy. Dukes was saying he was having fun with them recently.
Oh.
Yeah.
He saw my message, so maybe he'll pop up soon. He just saw it. I wrote down this, and this is funny. This is kind of from the one of the things Duke said, but I don't know. I was thinking the other day, and I wrote, is it really more money, more problems? Or is it really more fame, more problems, you know? Because actually, I think I actually heard a Joe Rogan, this is where it came from. I heard a Joe Rogan podcast today. Like, not today, but recently. It was a fighter. That's the only reason. But man, I fucking hate the UI for Spotify, and I fucking, like, you know, as always, and I hate the ads. But honestly, the UI, if the UI was tolerable, the ads are actually quite skippable. It's not in your face. It's the fucking UI. And honestly, similar to Discord, it takes a heavy burden watching a Joe Rogan podcast. So sometimes like 30 to 50% of my CPU, if I watch a YouTube video, it's nowhere near, you know? So I do hate that UI. It makes me not want to watch that show unless necessary. But yeah, no, the fighter's talking, and yeah, like hearing some of the stuff he would describe, I was like, I've heard that phrase, right? More money, more problems. But sometimes wonder, like, a lot of these problems seem to be because, like, in these scenarios described, like, you're coming up as a famous person as well. And I was like, I wonder if it's more fame, more problems, you know? Like, if they could get the money but still have this more private life, a lot of these problems might not exist for them, you know? I can't say that broadly, but just based on hearing that conversation, I was like, it seemed like everything like he was describing, like, if you could just do the same thing but without the fame, maybe those problems don't exist. So I don't know. It just made me rethink the phrase.
Money brings the fame.
Does it always though? Like in the industry,
who's famous and broke that has all these problems you're talking about?
No. But I feel like you can be rich and not famous. Like if you're doing it in the industry of fighting or music or something.
You don't think they have problems because it's not publicized? They're not famous.
I don't. I think it's a different style of problem though.
How you know it's not publicized?
I don't. But I mean, like, but if those people come on podcasts, they don't seem.
What kind of problems are you talking about? Who are these people?
Oh, so a lot of So the fighter on was talking a lot about, like, you know, like either people asking him a lot for money because he's quote unquote rich now or making it now, you know. So he appears successful, like, you know. And I'm like, so just hearing like that particular story, you know,
What are the problems that come with being rich and being famous then?
It seemed like having a spotlight. So like everywhere he goes, people know he has money. So people are either trying to take it, or family and old friends are usually trying to take it, you know, or
So
asking
you're
for
famous. Everyone knows who you are, so you have to deal with everyone knowing who you are.
Yeah.
Okay, if you're rich, one, he has to be rich. So you added rich shit to it. Why is this? Does he have money? Why is he famous? Is he famous for being a homeless nigga that paid stole pictures or fighting for free? Why are these people gonna come ask him for money if he's just famous? They might come ask for an autograph, but you're famous. So yeah, what comes with being famous is everybody knows you. What? Okay, so now if you're rich, what problems do you have, or could you have?
Yeah. You're rich.
They just might not have to do with people coming up to you asking you for shit, but that don't mean you don't have problems. Think about it. The more money you have, it's likely you don't have to have more problems, but most people probably at the least buy more stuff, whatever it is. It could be businesses, houses, cars. Every car you buy, right? It's more maintenance you got to do. Every business you buy, that's another thing that you're going to run that's going to have problems and issues. I'm sure Jeff Bezos has a big list of problems. I mean, he's famous. Nobody sees him like that or anything, but yeah, I'm sure, like you said, there are different problems, but I mean, I don't know.
Well, Duke, you could probably answer this question. You could probably, because
Duke's not famous though. But he has the same problems. He has problems. Money, he got a different set of problems. None of those people.
Here.
No, because I was challenging the phrase more money, more problems, and I was like, just from hearing like this guy on a podcast, I was like, I wonder if the phrase isn't more money, more problems. I wonder if it should be like more fame, more problems, you know? Because maybe it's the spotlight causing the problems and not so much the money, you know?
I hear you.
Who's in the spotlight that doesn't have a lot of money?
Oh, a lot of Instagram people, right?
Are they in the spotlight? What do you mean?
Well, I mean, it's a
How much in the
spotlight.
spotlight?
I mean, you know, like, so look, this is me taking, this is not something I really know because I'm not following this. But, you know, Russ back in the day used to love to poke fun at the Instagram rappers who don't actually like really have songs, but they have followings, you know? So
why do they have followings? Why do
they're
people
posting
follow
content that people like, but it's Instagram content, so you don't actually get paid.
Content?
I don't
What's in
know.
their content?
Usually talking shit, you got tattoos on your
Do
face,
they look
right?
poor in their content? Or
No,
they, like,
but you just gotta look good, right? You might not have a mansion.
People, just the perception of you being rich will be famous. So money will just make you famous. Whether or not you accessible or seen, you'll be known. You'll be known to somebody.
Yeah.
If I don't know you and you one of the richest people, I bet you the richest people know who you are. You're gonna be famous to somebody, but I don't know. I don't get what you. So that you making this, your comment made it sound like the problems come from fame and not the money.
That was a thought I had. Dude, I guess, you know, if we break it down to the truest degree, do I really know? Probably not. But that was just a thought that maybe the problems do come from the fame aspect of it. Of the more people. Are
those things supposed to come without problems?
Fame or money or what?
What, both of them? Are they just problem free things? Is that what they supposed to be?
I have no idea. I don't have them.
Like, you know. All right. Well,
just from hearing,
famous is everyone knows you. That just has implications. Whether or not you think it's a problem is just, that's like obvious.
Yeah,
you're famous. Everyone knows and sees you. So, and depending on the reason, people are gonna, I don't know, try to talk to you, ask you this, think that, write about you, yell at you, curse at you, right? Like you, I would think that you would expect that to be something you deal with if you famous. If you don't want to be famous and that's just something, then like, yeah, but I don't know.
Yeah. I don't know. It's just a thought. I don't know if I have much. You got anything for that, dude?
No.
Just chilling. Just chilling.
It's the fame, not the money. You know what I mean? Nah, I'm sure they both come with their own challenges.
Real quick for
and benefits.
No,
right?
yeah, for sure.
As all things do.
I was gonna say for stuff that we talked about while you was gone. Microsoft might buy Discord. And we was talking about Amazon working on a crypto and Facebook working on a crypto. The Amazon one it seems to be targeted as so that you can use it to buy stuff from them, but it's all coming from the job postings. But they're gonna drop it in Mexico soon, and they want to drop it in emerging markets.
This might be profitable with your man right here. Might be very profitable.
So yeah, you could Google that if you want more info. But yeah, Amazon crypto coming soon.
It might be Philcoin next.
I mean, I think you said that like last week, right? As we were talking about, tokenize everything, tokenize yourself, right?
Yep.
Yeah.
Might be Philcoin next.
Yeah.
Sunfit. It's only one coin in circulation too. It's only one. It's not even public use.
You can't break it like a Bitcoin, like 0.0 some shit.
No.
It's gonna get Satoshi like
I have all of it. It's
gonna be a Sui coin. That's gonna be the Sui
Sui?
coin.
I should make a Sui coin.
That's the breakdown from the Sunfield coin. If you want a piece of it, it's the Sui coin. Like a Satoshi.
Nah, I ain't releasing no Suis. I ain't releasing no Sui coins.
Young him with the knife, like
that's the logo.
Yep.
Small logo. Sui coin. I mean,
that nigga used to threaten us in front of your door, like you be in the room, and nigga come out the door with a knife in his hand, like Sui. That's crazy. What this nigga?
That's from a cartoon.
Sui coin. That's I got a ring to it.
I do.
Nah, but that's beast though. Amazon is trying to get into the crypto world. That'll be very nice though. Well, not very nice, but we just see where it goes.
Yeah.
That's pretty nice. Something very good to think about. And how would they like how far would they go? How they do an IPO? What is it? ICO? How far would they where would they open up at? And will they be in competitive? Will they be in competition with ETH and BTC?
I wonder what's gonna happen long term, like outside of.
Hey yo, Duke, real quick, I'll post the article in the chat and Discord if you want to see it. So
outside of that, they're not stable. They're mad volatile. Like if mad people start making their own coins, and you could always just exchange it for another coin. Like say you had Amazon coins, but then you wanted to buy something from Walmart, you could just. Right, even if it's still pegged to something, some standard, the dollar, everything's pegged to the dollar, but you could just exchange them. You might have to pay a fee, which, right, you wouldn't have to do with dollars, I guess, but whatever, you might pay a fee, maybe it's free. You get Walmart coins, you go buy stuff at Walmart. I wonder with all of this, if like dollars stop getting used, if people just start. People don't buy stuff a lot now in it, but if it does take off to where people are really buying a lot of stuff in crypto, people are using Amazon, if people just stop fucking around with dollars and just end up trading the cryptos and just using that as like the main thing. It's always dollars that exist, but people just don't. They just use the digital shit. You know what I'm saying? That's like what happened to gold, right? People stopped carrying gold and was like, nah, let's just carry the papers around representing the gold. and niggas left gold in the vault and blah blah banking. Story. So people stopped trading the actual coins and gold. They just started using some other shit that was easier. So I wonder.
That'll be crazy though, cause
that'll take mad long, bro.
Yeah, hell yeah, cause I guess. All right, so
I don't think the governments would like that either.
I don't know. Say like you said though. All right, you want to have an Amazon coin? Oh, you even better. We got the Sunfield coin. Sunfield coin is worth like, because it still got to be pegged, like you said. It might still have to be pegged to $1. So, Sunfield coin is what, $600. One coin is $600, and a Walmart coin is some bullshit. Let's get $3. So you will have to break down. If you want to buy something that's worth, you get where I'm going with it, right? Like if you want to buy something that's worth, all right, let's say you want to buy something at Walmart.
You just converted.
Yeah. So, but then the Sunfield coin will be broken down to the Sui coins, and you got to use the Sui coins to. You got to use the Sui coins. You know what I'm saying?
He used Duke bread. That's what his coin is called. Duke bread. It's just a dollar sign and a loaf of bread with a dollar sign. Duke bread. You can use it anywhere. But I don't even know the benefits of using Duke bread because it got like 75% transaction fees.
The other 30 is a mining fee.
Yeah, everything. You like, well, this shit beast. It costs $4 to send $5. It costs $4. It says $10. You like, wait. All that shit go right to Duke's wallet. He got the master wallet. All the royalties from every transaction.
Every hardware wallet, even though it's not online, somehow is tethered to his wallet.
Yeah. And if you buy another crypto with Duke bread, and then sell that crypto, he gets royalties off of it.
It's the only crypto. It's the only crypto trades, with a royalty. Yeah, it's the only crypto with a Duke royalty.
Yeah.
Speaking of the Sunfield and the Duke coin, your man Jim Jones and Little Yachty. Y'all probably heard of this. They both got coins. Jim Jones got the Capo coin. Yachty got the Yachty coin.
What is it for?
I'm gonna look those up.
I was shocked.
What do you do with these coins? What do you do with these coins?
Oh no,
I'm imagining just buying shit from their little something.
I was shocked, like damn.
Yeah, because our RAC did his own coin. Like he's into all this. I'm gonna make money in other ways. So yeah,
Akon got a coin too. Akon or Acoin or some shit.
Yo, RAC, who I mentioned, he started a digital NFT agency. Like same way you would hire a marketing agency, you hire his agency and they'll create NFTs for whatever your brand is, you know?
That's crazy.
Rapper Yachty sells out social token in 21 minutes.
See that?
Yeah. It's the Yachty to sell. So this was last December, yeah. It was $15
that's a
each.
Cash out for whoever made it, right? Like, I don't know what the cost of producing a crypto is.
This token was listed on social money platform Fuse, FYOOZ.
How much is a coin, you said?
At that time, it was $15. I don't know what it is today. Let's try to look it up today. Hold on.
One coin was $15?
That's just a cash out.
I'm looking.
Unless it gets picked up and used, then it's fine, but
how do you use? Can I not search Fuse?
10 years from now, probably not.
Hold on, I'm gonna see if I can look this up on Fuse.io.
Wow.
Little Yacht. Oh, look, it's gone up $1, $16. So you made some money. Yeah.
Wow. That's still impressive though. For him to make a coin.
He just got some engineers probably. I don't think he made it. He just had somebody put it together for him.
Of course, he didn't make that. I don't know, but it's still impressive all in all.
People finding the the little
There's 100,000.
money out
There's
there.
100,000, by the way. So I guess you could do 100K times 15 at the time, right? Or here, circulating supply. There's 31,023 out of 100,000. So I don't know what happened to the other 70. Maybe he's keeping it for himself. I don't know. But
They might not have been mined yet.
maybe that too.
That might be the supply cap.
Total investments 496K, and the price currently is 16K. So I mean $16. Sorry, not 16K. The benefits.
A little less than that.
The benefits. There's a surprise box full of Yachty's personal stuff. Just stuff. This is a Duke thing.
What?
This is serious. There's the benefits you get is a surprise box full of Little Yachty's personal stuff. I guess the stuff is a surprise. What you might be getting.
Well, just for each coin you own, okay.
Yeah. Like, I guess they'll mail you a box of stuff.
Wow.
Virtual party. You spend an evening with Little Yachty and your friends. I love that your friends can come to this virtual party. As if you needed a coin to have your friends also.
Yeah, he's selling the shit out of this.
And you get a poster signed by Little Yachty as well.
So you're really buying a little
This
Yachty
reminds me
fan
of
and
NFTs.
just getting an NFT coin.
Yes, this reminds me of NFTs and how I always, and I mean this, I don't mean this as a diss. It just seems almost every musician example just reminds me of crypto Patreon. That's what it reminds me of. It just seems like Patreon style stuff. But yeah, no, this is what you got. That's what you get. I like the box of stuff
smart.
though, personal stuff. I like
marketing.
Smart.
Who's the other one, by the way? Jim Jones?
Right now.
Capital coin.
Wait, who is the other one? Jim Jones?
Jim Jones. His name is. I think he said it's Capital coin.
All right, let's see.
But it's Jim Jones coin. I don't know. I think it's. I don't know the name for sure.
Yeah, Capo, CAPO. Token Analytics. Let's go. Oh man, this site won't even load. This shit don't even exist.
I saw him talking about that shit on one of these interviews he did. Like, yo, we gotta, the black people, this and this and that. Now we got a black coin. You know what I'm saying? Black owned coin. It's this and this and that.
All right, so I'm still waiting for that website. It might not never load. It's on explorer.bitcurie.io, the actual coin. But here's another NFT story involving Jim Jones. This is not the token. I hope that site loads. But Jim Jones' Vamp Life chain sold for 2.755 ETH. He sold his chain. I think it looks. Here, let me just read the article. A much-awaited event. Blah blah blah.
2.5.
Yeah, a well-attended exclusive Capo Coin launch party, a virtual meet and greet with hip-hop legend and blockchain pioneer Jim Jones. The exciting experience was live stream. The guest received up to 45,000 Capo Coin, depending on the ticket they purchased, gold, platinum, or diamond. Diamond ticket holders also received a Jim Jones NFT. Upcoming artist, blah blah blah. Limited.
Being creative.
A limited. Okay, and then somebody, one of the people who attended got a one-of-a-kind limited edition NFT of Jim Jones' Vamp Life chain. The winner went on to resell the NFT for 2.7 ETH, over 5K at the time of purchase on Rarible. So yeah.
Wow. 2.5 Ethereum.
Yeah, so it was like 5K at the time. Yeah. I can't load the actual site that Capo loads on or trades on. Oh wait, here, is it? I think it's working. It's BitQuery beta. It's a beta website, so.
I think this is just shit moving digital. Like, just a weird stage of it, but just people accepting, right? Like, what's the point? It's not even a chain, but look, now things that fans want, collectibles, now it's okay to have it in a digital form. And this is like having the signature, and people are now, right? They basically bought tickets to go to the event. Like, are the coins worth anything? That was almost just like a thing you got. I don't know, in the gift bag, I guess.
Yeah.
Unless they become worth something, but whether or not it's a fad or a trend, I think it's still part of like a bigger trend of like shit is just gonna be more digital.
Yeah, I want to read a quote.
I'm telling you, I bet
when you're done.
Shit that we don't think now that's gonna be digital is gonna be people gonna be just doing the shit online.
Facts.
Let me read Jim Jones. I guess he did the breakfast show recently about this. Here's a quote. It's probably the next biggest way you can make some money since the marijuana started becoming legal. And before that.
Mm-hmm. That's probably a fact, though.
It is funny, yo. The streets is about to NFT up. Can't sell this weed no more. It's like...
No, but that wave is over.
Yeah, nah, for sure. For sure.
What was happening when that was coming up? What was everybody doing? Not just rappers.
Yeah, nah, he said before was the .com and before that prohibition with all the gold in America. So now crypto is the next big thing for people to get rich and create. So yeah.
Crazy.
I guess in the recent months, Post Malone, MF Doom, which is crazy because I'm pretty sure MF Doom didn't announce it because I believe he's dead. So maybe his estate did, but MF Doom and Lil Pump have all announced NFT experiences of their own. So
yeah,
it's crazy.
There you have it, man.
It's crazy. It's definitely gonna be digital. Let's get digital. Digital.
Let's go.
It's happening. I think we spoke about this. I don't know if y'all remember, but we spoke about this in January. Just almost 2 months, little roughly 2 months and some change. The shit is drastically changing immediately. Everybody's getting their hands into this shit.
The growth be for real, man. The growth be real.
Dope. It's dope. I just want to see where it goes. I don't want to be left behind as well. Oh, I'm getting fucking liquidated. Fuck.
Wait, what happened?
He said he was getting liquidated. That's what he said. That was his exact.
I was like, and then he just disappeared, and I was like, wait. I look at my phone for 1 minute, and like,
he said, "Hold on, I'm getting liquidated." That's a financial term too.
Yeah.
I am.
Yo, he's still here.
I'm in the future right now. I'm paying attention. Before I got on the phone with you, I was killing the game.
Killing the game and liquidated. The B's like that. Look how he handled liquidation. Like,
yo, it's funny. If
I liquidated, that sound like if my whole life melted away. I was liquidated. He was just like, hold on. I think one of my overseas businesses is being liquidated right now.
I ain't got time right now.
These businesses being liquidated right now. This nigga's retarded. Nah, but cool coin when you do.
I know it got the floor. They tell you the liquidation.
It says liquidation,
which is good. I mean, it is. It's not good. I mean, it just is what it is. But yeah, I like that they show it there. Yeah,
they warn you before you about to get raped, and then they send you another text. Yeah, you just got raped. Yeah, but I was killing them. Filecoin has been jumping out their drawers, man. I told you earlier, they still going right now. But I was being greedy just now, so I didn't have to be greedy the way I was doing it, but you know, got a little greedy. I understand. But I still walked away. I'm still up with some profit, so it's all good. I'm gonna jump back in a little right as soon as you get off. I'm jumping right back in there. It's just too easy right now.
Be on the diving board waiting.
Toss them overboard.
Yo, I wrote down here, so I don't know. This topic's probably gonna get skipped because I have no idea what this is about. All I wrote down was, if not sustainable, then won't be consistent. I don't know why that's here. I'm gonna be honest with you.
If not sustainable, it won't be consistent.
Yeah,
that makes sense.
Yeah, but that's just a statement. I don't know what I'm talking about. I'm just like,
You could use that in a lot of you could use that a lot of ways, man.
For sure. I just don't know why I wrote it in the podcast topics. it's just
for the people.
Hey, you was on to something. Man. You didn't get it fully, but you was on to something.
It was just some bars. It was just some bars for the people.
Good bars too. That was dope.
Those obvious truths that elude us. You know what I mean? Think about it.
Obvious truths that elude us.
There's a lot of them. It's just fact. Right. That makes sense. That's some deep shit.
I'm not doubting it. I just didn't know why it was written here.
That's some Shang. What's his name?
Were you gonna say Shang Tsung? Oh, I was like Sun Tzu is.
That was dope though.
It's not sustainable.
It's like, well, in Mortal Kombat 1, Shang Tsung once said, as after
he would say something like that.
After he had this soul, he was like, man, these souls are just not sustainable unless they're consistent.
He would say that shit right before he changed to be tongue in cheek. To be a little smart ass with you right before he, you know what I mean? His little monologue.
What he said? What? Your soul's
cannot be sustained.
Oh,
it's not consistent, and he's morphing a scorpion. Get over here.
Yo, I only literally just found out that Scorpion Get Over Here is fucking is Ed Boon, like the guy who made the game, like. And I think he did the whole voice in Mortal Kombat 1, but after a while, they hire other voice actors, but he continued to do only Get Over Here. So even though Scorpion had a completely different voice actor, if he threw the spear, it just turned, it's just completely different voice said Get Over Here. And they did the same technique in all the movies except for the new one. That's why people was mad at the new movie, because the new movie has I think an actual Japanese person playing him, but then he did Get Over Here, and it was him with a muffled mask, and it was like, what the fuck is this? I need Ed Boon saying Get Over Here.
With the echo and all that shit.
Get over here.
Get over here.
That's just dope. Because in the newer Mortal Kombat, they love embracing the human side, so the movie shows it too. They show Hanzo Sazashi instead of Scorpion. We're gonna, just like Clark Kent, we're gonna get Clark Kent, too much Clark Kent and not enough Scorpion. That's what we're gonna get. We're gonna get too much Hanzo, but when he throws the spear, I need to hear Ed Boon say "Get over here." I need that real shit.
Oh, did y'all? I know y'all spoke about it briefly last week, but did anyone see the Zack Snyder shit yet?
I mean, I saw that shit day one, and I know Phil hasn't seen it, but we've been talking about. You seen that shit?
Nope. 4 hours is pretty damn long. I'm gonna try to watch that shit in like 30-minute segments.
Miniseries, that shit.
4 hours. Oof.
Yeah. If you can't watch the whole thing, I was telling Phil, the two scenes for me, my favorite two scenes, and the only scenes that I've watched more than once, are the Flash scene. I guess he has two scenes in the movie Flash, but really it's the end of the movie scene. What's up, Tomas? The Flash scene, which is the final big like kind of movement. It's the time travel scene, and then the Joker scene at the end of the movie, and that's kind of it. Yeah, we talking about the cut. We're not really talking about it because I'm the only one who has seen it. I was just recommending for those who haven't seen it. Those are the only two scenes that I really like seeing again and again after having seen the whole movie.
I guess I'm done with that movie by the end of June or something.
No, but I was gonna say if you're not gonna watch the movie, just YouTube that, and that's probably all you need to see. It's pretty dope.
I'm do that in parts.
Like the Flash time travel like scene, like with that one, I thought the cool thing they did there, because it seems kind of. Yo, I cannot remember that Nolan movie. What the fuck is the Nolan movie that came out last year with the time?
Mm-hmm.
And it's funny too. No, with the last year with the time with the.
Oh, Tenet.
Yeah, that shit. It's crazy because I wanted to see it so badly, but that was also a big disappointment.
Movie. I can't believe I sat there. I fell asleep a lot of times in the movie. Like I'm not in the movies, but in my crib. Like I had people over, and I fell asleep with people in my crib. Watching it, I'm like, nah. And we smoked. That's when I was smoking. I smoked mad blunts. like, yeah, I'm gonna watch this. This is gonna be good. I got the beginning. He's moving backwards, but he's not moving backwards. What kind of shit is that?
Tenet might be one of the best worst movies possible, if that makes any sense.
You might be because he did it already, but he can control what he did already. Like, I didn't understand. I understood it, but what the fuck?
Tenet.
So check this out.
Yeah.
So I don't know if you never saw it, right, Sunfield?
No, I didn't see it.
I'm pretty sure you probably heard about it. Probably.
I know what y'all talking about.
Yeah, he knows what Tenet is. Yeah.
So yeah, the nigga could control, like, all right, boom.
I think you're wrong on some of this, but keep going. Keep going. I think no one could control that.
Things be moving forward and backwards at the same time.
Yeah.
So they're saying that he already did it already. So all right, we in a room. The only reason why he could control the bullet or the gun because it already happened. Yeah,
there's something to that degree. I'm gonna be honest, like, I don't remember any of that shit. And I do remember,
because he could control the bullet on the table. She was telling him, like, yo, only reason you can move this because it already happened. So that's the only reason why you can move the bullet on the table with your hand, like you Orpheus or somebody. You have the power to move this bullet without you touching it because you already did it already.
How
did he do it already?
Overall, I like that movie, but I'm biased because I like Nolan, and I guess I like maybe some of the music. I don't remember, but I've been telling Phil lately, like, things I don't like, they kind of leave my head right away. So I can't really remember that movie in detail. If I had seen that movie in the theater like originally intended, I might have been pissed. I saw that movie at home. And I have never seen a movie at home on first viewing and hit pause and rewind so many times. Because I just had no idea what the fuck was happening. Or their explanations made no sense, so I had to hear them again and again. Because it don't.
Mind fucking.
It was very convoluted storytelling. And unlike Inception and unlike Interstellar, but for me, way more Inception, you don't care about the emotional content of the characters. Like the way Leonardo DiCaprio, you know, in more traditional Hollywood storytelling, he has this angle that he's a guy just trying to get home to his kids. That's it. So there's emotional content there. Denzel's son, his name is called Protagonist. How the fuck am I supposed to care about somebody called Protagonist? We can't even give him a name, dog. Like, Protagonist? You kidding me?
That shit was bugged up, though.
Like, yeah, and the whole thing, like, if you're watching that on your first viewing and you can't hit rewind, it must be a very annoying movie. It's really tough, and like you just don't care. Like watching that, like, you know, you've heard me break down shit before. There's no reason to care about anything of the outcomes because you're just not emotionally attached to any of those people based on the stories you're given. You know,
fighting himself the whole entire movie.
And I told you, like, part of this movie, because originally they came to Nolan and they wanted him to do a James Bond movie. And I guess this guy Nolan's obsessed with time. But yeah, he said he wanted to do some crazy shit involving time travel, and going backwards. And I guess the people were like, yo, we just want a James Bond movie, so chill. This is that movie, I guess. And that's how you get, like, the villain on a yacht, kind of in that James Bond fashion, you know, like the rich villain on a yacht with the hot girl and all that. Like, but even that villain sucked. Like, it was just like, he's just boring, you know? He's just a rich white guy. There was nothing compelling about that guy, you know? Yeah, it just wasn't the best storytelling. It make me wish that his brother was still there to help him write, you know? Just, I don't know. But I still enjoy it because he's so good at what he does that, like, yo, those effects look crazy. I don't know why they're happening, right? But they fire, right?
Just was fire.
Yeah, I don't know why they happening, but they look good. You know?
Like I said, I kind of understood it, but It was just that when the bitch told him that the only reason the nigga can move shit because it happened already. That's the part I was like, well, how did it happen if it didn't happen? So how is he doing this shit?
I'm gonna tell you this too. That movie wasn't good enough that I've not been compelled to watch it again at all.
I'm never gonna watch that.
Yeah, you see, like I'm just the story doesn't make me like. Oh, I've seen Inception. I'm not a watch movies again.
I watched that twice though, 3 times. Inception.
It's fucking dope. That's why, yo. I love Inception, yo. I watch that shit.
Interstellar is still
That
my
shit's
favorite.
dope. I love Interstellar too.
My favorite movie to this day.
McConaughey, his ass off all the time. I like that shit. But yo, this shit. Nah, man. I ain't trying to see this shit again. I ain't trying to see this shit.
Wasting my time. I'm not gonna sit there and try to piece together what they was thinking on why they going backwards and why shit going forward. And the nigga was fighting the nigga. So they moving forward, but they moving backwards.
I don't think you missed any Justice League spoilers, Tomas. It was very brief. We ended up on Tenet.
How do you move forward, but you're moving backwards?
Yeah.
How does that make sense? It's like, and the way the graphics, I mean, the animation on it was like, it was good animation because not only was he moving forward, this may sound stupid, but he's moving backwards. So it's man weird.
Yeah, no,
so
it's shot really well, man. They know he's a good filmmaker. It just the storytelling part is not there.
When you going backwards, you think you like, all right, say I throw a punch and the punch would be backwards. But no, it was like he just made his own time backwards forward shit. Like it was just like it's like I said, the graphics and all that shit is dope.
Yeah, like probably a good example. 2 good examples of what you're talking about are the airport scene when he does the airport the second time, because now you see that it was really him in the first place.
Yeah.
And then the final war scene, which they do twice because some people haven't even started the war and the war is happening. That shit don't even make sense. Yeah, it's very convoluted. There's way too much of a like science experiment going on for people who are trying to go eat popcorn in a movie theater. Like, yo, I'm all about smart, intelligent cinema, but I'm telling you, yo, like if I didn't have pause, I might have been that might have been like I could see me being angry. Like I don't think I would get angry in the theater, but if I didn't have like the pause button and rewind, I could see me being really angry.
Got up with his popcorn. What the fuck is this?
Yo, I've only been so you know what's funny? Like I'm not that guy, but I saw The Last Jedi in the movie theater, day number 1, Thursday at like 9 p.m. And it's funny, in the middle of that movie, I literally said, "Yo, what the fuck am I watching?" I was like, "Yo, if I didn't pay for this shit, I was ready to walk." Because it was just fucking crazy. That movie's insane.
I watched it though. It was alright.
So upon first viewing, The Last Jedi sucks. Now that 7, 8, and 9, at least for me anyway, now that 7, 8, and 9 are all out, I will say The Last Jedi, as ridiculous as it is probably my favorite, only because that director is at least trying something. And J.J. Abrams, man, I can't. You know, Phil knows. We talk about J.J. a lot. I can't get behind J.J. I can't.
I don't like any of them.
I just like the philosophy, because even though The Last Jedi is crazy as fuck, the main philosophy and idea of that movie is let the past die. And shit, J.J. is not about that at all.
How you gonna kill Luke though? How you gonna get rid of Luke and turn that nigga into?
How you gonna make him drink the cow juice? The titty juice, whatever that was.
Nigga turned into a celestial after that. Like
he didn't even care. Like that whole thing, and I'll explain. I don't know if I don't think I talked to you about this, dude. Probably with Phil, but like the whole reason why 7, 8, and 9 suck. Like, and this I feel is less debatable, right? Because obviously some people like it, but the more famous your IP is, the more expectations they are, and Star Wars is very famous, and people just have a lot of expectations upon Luke, Han, and Chewie and Leia. And those movies probably didn't meet anybody's expectations, and that's why they were hard to swallow, you know? Han dying real quick, which, to be fair, makes sense, because I guess, what's his name in real life? Harrison Ford. He hates Star Wars, so he probably got paid more than everybody because he hates Star Wars. But yeah, like, to bring back all three, to make them... I just thought they were only going to come back in one movie and just kind of like fizzle out and pass the torch real quick. But to make them an important part of the story, but never in one scene together at once, like, it's fucking nuts. Like, what the fuck are you doing? And then also to retcon all their stories that they're back to all being fucking losers. Like, great. You know, like, they got to go right back to the beginning of the hero's journey. That's fantastic. You know, it's a lot. I think in the future they'll be better because they just won't have expectations to deal with, because they'll be brand new characters.
Yeah.
So
Luke is definitely going to be a celestial because they got to keep him in it. Somehow they got to keep Luke. I know they're going to. It's going to have.
You saw him at the end of Mando, right?
Yeah, I saw him.
Yeah. I don't know. What'll be interesting there, because it's rare for Hollywood people to do this, but when The Last Jedi comes out, he had a lot of interviews where he's like, look, man, that Luke Skywalker shit wasn't my idea. But, you know, it's my job, right? It's my job. It's like, you know, it's rare for an actor to go against the grain, you know? So, yeah, I don't know. I don't know if he'd want to do it again, to be honest, because he didn't seem too happy.
He has to, man. We need some more scenes. I was expecting more scenes from him.
I think old man Luke is done, dog. Like, maybe voice acting, or maybe...
That's what I said. He has to be a celestial. They're going to have to resurrect him, put him in somebody's body. Or
maybe young man Luke might be more realistic. Either more CGI, or they cast Bucky Barnes. Everybody always says cast Bucky, you know?
Word, CGI that more. Oh, yeah, Bucky.
Because he looked like Luke.
I was watching that right now. I just paused that shit.
Oh, Falcon? You watching that? The struggles? Can't get alone. That
was fucked up.
PTSD, like the real life struggles.
Real life struggle. That was real life struggle right there.
Yo, they introduced this week Isaiah, Phil. What I was telling you about, the first super soldier, the first black super soldier.
Okay.
He ain't happy either. He's just mad at everybody. This is like old veteran military. Just everybody just angry at everybody.
Yo, don't blow it up, man.
Nah. This is the funniest show because we never talk about any comic book shit in detail here because none of y'all ever see them. It's usually me and Phil on the off the podcast stuff, you know? So yeah. But it's alright. It's more normal a show. It's not like WandaVision. They're not experimenting. You kind of get in what you expect to get, you know? Yeah. You getting Lethal Weapon. That's what you get. I'm too old for this shit. That's what you getting. I only had one other topic on here, which I just thought was an interesting statement. I don't even remember what podcast musician I was hearing. Okay, I was hearing this Twitch guitar player. I call him a Twitch guitar player. He's more famous than that. He's probably like a top tier session guy. Shit, we lost Duke. But yeah, he's one of the people who joined Twitch, you know, post COVID because he couldn't tour no more. He couldn't do his normal job, you know. So he's teaching a lesson on Twitch, a public lesson, and it's funny. A lot of the stuff that the guy is talking about. The student, I guess, wanting to get help with. You there? Did you hear any of that, Duke?
Yep.
All right, cool. So a lot of stuff the guy wants to get help with is actually more involving the social media aspect and promoting the brand. They don't even really talk about the guitar stuff. And I was like, all right. And so I'm just listening to it in the background. And it's funny, as he's giving him his advice or whatever, one of the things he says was, I consider Spotify a social media. I use it to get discovered, you know? And I was like, man, that's so interesting. And I almost feel like almost everything, like Twitch, right? And I feel like there's another, YouTube maybe even might be a good example of this. but like they don't always start out this way, but at a certain point they all become like social medias, right? And it was just funny just hearing Spotify, and I'm like, yeah, you can add friends and all that shit, you know, like on Spotify, you know, I have 0 friends on there, but yeah,
They do that now?
they always had that there. You could like see what your friends are playing, you know, on Spotify, you know. And I think now we can like tether ourselves, so if I play something, you hear it at the same exact time, so we're technically listening to something together.
Don't feel.
That's not quite the same thing though.
What do you mean? What was your idea?
What are you talking about, Duke? Your idea?
Yeah, remember my idea I was telling you about?
Yeah, but your idea is like full.
No, that's
full
exactly
remote.
that is exactly what I was saying.
Nah, that's not what you want to be able to. You want to be able to do that and play with the person's screen. I remember you describing it to me. You want to be able to like you and Abraham could literally produce together and listen at the music at the same time.
Well, we're talking about Spotify, so hold up.
That was I presented more than one to you. I remember I presented the music, and I presented the video, and I presented the multi-playing beat making. The first
I like that name, multi-plan beat making. It's like a business presentation.
The first one was the music. I was like, imagine if we all connected, and I press play, we all hear that shit at the same time.
Just say that, yeah.
And then I was like, yo, remember, and then you sent me the Facebook. I think I sent you the Facebook article. Look at this shit. They stealing my idea. Remember that shit?
But it wasn't even your idea fully though. It was like part of your idea. It was like piece of it. You were talking about, which would be dope. Like, it's basically like something that just gives you a full remote connection.
I was saying we had a party, and I would connect like 10 devices. We don't have to be next to each other, or we could be next to each other. And I remember I pitched you the whole commercial.
That's what I'm saying.
And what?
That's what I'm saying. You said.
Yeah. So
I pressed play. You were talking about it too, where like, say Abraham had his Ableton shit up, and y'all was in whatever. You could like turn the knob on his Ableton thing, and y'all still hearing the same thing.
I would show it to y'all, but like y'all don't have my camera, and I don't think y'all have the Twitch on. But yeah, start a group session beta, listen with friends in real time, pick what to play, and control the music together.
Crazy.
Yeah.
Crazy.
So.
That's dope. I wish I would have tackled it. I wish I would have tackled it and brought it to somebody first. It would have been doper. Duke.
It's still only within Spotify though. That's not any audio from your device. It's just your Spotify audio.
Yeah.
Mine's was.
Like everything. Your shit was everything. Duke wanted complete access to your device.
Facts. So if you sign on to this
what's the name of that Snowden program? You just want that Snowden program?
Facts. Snowden joint right there. The view and everything. You have your camera off.
Yeah, I was like, yeah, this sounds like the CIA program. Like this been existing. You just waiting for the Google Play app. You just waiting for the Google Play app.
Two-way computer sync where like if I played something, we'd all be able to hear it from my device. If he played it from his device, we'd all be able to hear it.
Yeah.
He could move stuff. It was some crazy shit. That would be dope. So like honestly, I thought about it for collaborators, like a tool since all of the COVID stuff, like something that like actually works real good. Yeah. That did that though. Like I can actually touch your computer screen and just do stuff. We could both hear it. I could show you something from mine. I could play you something from mine. You could touch mine. You know what I mean? Or even if you just had limited, like, yo, I'm only sharing this part of my computer. Like I'm only sharing Ableton with you. So you can only control Ableton, but basically the same way that I can. And we could both hear shit or whatever. I don't know, some type of shit like that. You know what I mean?
That would be dope.
But not within the tool itself. Mad Stuff has collaborative things, but this is just like your computer in general, just like whatever you want to collaborate with.
Everybody sync up like we signing on PlayStation Network or Xbox Live. We sign on, and then we just open up Ableton, and everybody's just doing whatever the fuck they want to do. Just like you on Xbox Live, but if you on Ableton Live, and you add friends. I could have like 10 friends added to this shit. We could just jam out. Everybody's doing everything simultaneously. We just jam it out.
But it'll be like that. Watch. It's probably just hard to do for like security and other shit. But watch.
It's coming.
Everything is social media. Everything is just connecting us, right? That's all the internet is doing.
Oh yeah.
Internet is social media.
Oh yeah, that goes back to the original statement I made. Yeah, basically the guy said he considers Spotify social media. I guess I was going with that, and like you just said though, you kind of said it. I feel like everything inevitably becomes a social media, you know.
If it's being shared,
yeah,
or if it's shared by amongst the people, so it's not like a social media site the way we define it, but it is social media now. It
becomes a variance of it. I literally saw Twitch transform into that since its inception to what it is now, you know? So. And that's probably it for all the topics. I'll do some comic book shit and then we can get out of here. Pretty short topics, unless y'all had anything. I ain't hear it, but I was going through some old Drink Champs as I was hearing DMX's Drink Champs. I saw Doggy Diamonds do that recently. Yeah, you can catch that. comicbook.com. Let me see. If this ain't in the topics, I'll just like tell my Abe version of it. But let me see if it's here so I could quote it properly. Cause yeah, I'll just read it here. All right, I guess it ain't here. Yo, the CEO, the CEO of whatever, Warner Brothers or whoever decides these comic book movies for Warner Brothers, he said, "Look, man, I'm happy Zack got to make the Snyder cut, but let me once again reiterate that shit is not canon. We're using the other one as the canon." And he said, "No, we will not be releasing the aLr's cut of the Suicide Squad, you know, of the other cut, you know, because I told you that movie too had a different version make it to theaters. Because a lot of people on Twitter were like, yo, if we got the Snyder cut, let's bother them for the aLr's cut." And he was like, look, y'all need to stop this shit now. Be glad y'all got a movie, but y'all ain't getting no more, all right? Stop.
Very well.
So I thought that was pretty funny. So I don't even know how you watch this, but let me see. Topic number 10 is Justice League fans are watching Zack Snyder's Justice is Gray version over and over again. Because apparently the real version of the movie is supposed to be black and white.
Yeah. So I saw that in one of the little fact things.
I don't know if that's a trick to do that. I don't even know how to turn that on. First off, I don't even think I would want to watch it black or white, but I'm trying to find it. Oh, it's a separate drop. Zack Snyder's Justice League officially a hit, hot on the heels. Film's big debut weekend success. Snyder dropped Justice League. Justice is Gray on HBO Max. And that's the black and white version. Yo, how you drop the same movie twice? Give it a different title and everything.
It's stupid.
Yo, that means technically there's 3 versions of this movie. There's Justice League, there's Zack Snyder's Justice League, and then there's Justice League, Justice is Gray, and they're all the technically.
I'm trying to watch a great black and white movie.
Yeah, he said like anytime, like yo, when the original trailer for this movie dropped, he did a 1 hour breakdown. He did it. The damn director himself, Zack Snyder, did a 1 hour breakdown of the trailer. I don't know how he stretched 2 minutes and 33 seconds into 1 hour, but he did. And his version of the trailer was all black and white. Like anytime he's doing anything with this, it's always black and white. He never. It's almost like he refuses to acknowledge that the color version exists. You know. But yeah, I guess that's cool. And if you see it, Phil, I don't know if you've seen any real footage. It's also shot in a different aspect ratio, so it's not even
I saw a little
widescreen.
thing. It's from the IMAX one. It said that he was shooting like 10 something from shooting something from IMAX, and he just liked it, so he used it for this shit.
Move over.
Yeah.
So yeah, said the fans are looping the video for some reason because I don't know. They're doing the Chris Brown. They're doing the Chris Brown. They're trying to get him a thing. Hitman's Agent 47 will have hair in upcoming TV adaptation. Do any of y'all even remember that video game, Hitman?
Yeah, I think I got it on.
It's like an assassin. They made a like shitty movie too.
They did. I forgot about the shitty movie. You got that, Duke? Is it a good game?
I think I got Hitman 2, I think.
You used to play that game. Yeah, you used to play. It's the bald-headed dude.
Yeah. I guess that's getting a TV show, and he will have hair. Ray Fisher. Ray Fisher is the guy who played Cyborg. He wants the I guess one of the former Flash directors to direct his Cyborg solo movie, which, as far as I understand, doesn't exist. So yeah. The Suicide Squad trailer got released. Really? Alright, maybe I should watch that. I guess there's a new trailer for the new Suicide Squad coming soon. August 6th. Fuck, man. It's a Red Band trailer too, which means I guess no rating. New Suicide Squad posters here for the trailer, blah blah. Justice League fans campaigning for Warner Brothers, quote, restore the Snyderverse. Pierce Brosnan cast as Dr. Fate. I already talked about that for Black Adam. You know Pierce Brosnan, Duke?
No.
As James Bond, GoldenEye James Bond.
Wow.
So he gonna be the quote-unquote good guy or bad guy, depending on how you want to see it, to Black Adam, and Black Adam's played by The Rock. So you're gonna have old man James Bond versus The Rock.
Wow.
Oh shit, I ain't reading this. This is crazy. Justice League Snyder Cut beats the Falcon and Winter Soldiers in viewers last week. Yeah, I think it was like 1.8 to 1.7, something like that.
Still not that bad.
I mean, like, it's like almost the same people watch both shit. Of course it's gonna be like right next to each other.
Wow.
Justice League, does the new Justice Gray version have new footage? Yo, if it does, okay, it says in a word no. Cause it better now. I'm like, I can't can't go through 4 hours again. I can't go. Alright. I'm gonna check Variety, and then we about.
You can see his taste in that Justice League too. It looks like a 300.
Oh yeah, absolutely. Yo, those colors and CGI is crazy. Yeah.
Colors, CGI looks mad. 300, like it gives me that 300 feel. I'm like, oh, this is.
Yeah. No, that's why that movie's crazy. That's why all Zack Snyder movies are crazy, because he's making 300, but Batman is in there.
Over again.
Yeah.
over again. 300.
This is Gotham. That's why people die.
Even I saw these are all from the previews. That's why I got the feel. I'm like, oh, this shit.
Yo, there's a scene. Like, yo, there are so many scenes in this movie that have nothing to do with the story. Like, they're just pretty scenes. And one of these pretty scenes is at the end of the movie. And this is what I was talking about, where I always say Zack Snyder is a collage painter. He just takes dope-ass moments and he throws them all on the screen, whether they make sense or not. And this vehicle is not used once in the movie, but they just have like a painting, like a camera pan of Batfleck. It's just probably anybody in the suit, because you don't really need Ben Affleck for this part, but he's a little speck on this huge ass fucking tank, because it's the tank from the Dark Knight movie. Not the movie, the comic book, the real one in the 89 or whatever. And this tank is fucking huge in a Gotham City that looks like like it looks like the projects in New York, but like when you see the projects in the 70s and 80s where it looks like where like these buildings are missing because of all the fires and stuff.
Yeah.
It looks like that, and it's like, yo, man, like nothing, and that's it. It's just a pan. It's like 5 seconds of that. So there's a lot of scenes in the movie that are just pretty, but it's like, and it's cool to see that. But I'm like, really, that whole scene is probably just CGI everything, because it's like, well, Batman didn't even use this vehicle in this movie, but it's cool to see it in the movie, and it's the first time it's ever used in a movie. But really, you just wanted to put Batman on this tank and have it look pretty. That's what it looked like.
Yeah.
So, all right. George R.R. Martin signs overall deal at HBO. Any of y'all know who that is?
Nope.
I believe. No way. He's the Song of Fire and Ice. Okay, yeah, that's what it's called. Really? Anyway, he wrote the Game of Thrones books, so they signed him, I guess, directly. So now he can do more stuff for HBO.
Nope.
As far as I understand, like, I never saw Game of Thrones, but I know it was the biggest thing in the world for a long time.
Never saw that shit either.
Yeah.
But yo, this is the story I tell myself. Those books, almost similar to like anime, those books have still not been finished. So in my head, those books, he wrote them, they were popular, HBO bought it, yo, let's make this shit in TV. They did. And then they caught up, and then they just finished the story without the books happening. These books still have not finished. In my head, he's never gonna finish those books. It's just like, yo, like, we did it. I'm rich. We did it.
Oh yeah.
We rich. Why I gotta finish this shit no more? It don't matter. I'm too rich.
Gonna make it's going on like Star Wars. Just keep going.
Oh, I think he owes them like 2 books though. He's like, yo, I'm rich. I don't give a fuck about these books no more. What else here? Suicide Squad trailer. Transformers standalone movie in development with Charm City. What is it?
Tired of those. I ain't gonna say I'm tired of those, but they gotta stop. When is it gonna end?
Nah, I was tired of them on one. When I saw Bumblebee or whoever pee on somebody with oil.
Word, feed on them.
Golden shower, yo. I'm gonna watch Bumblebee do a golden shower. Shout out to Michael Bay for that moment. I don't think it says which Transformer. It will take a fresh approach that will not connect to the Transformers movies or the Bumblebee spinoff. So, brand new Transformers. We're just gonna keep making them.
They lost me when I saw a Transformer turn into. I know it was the bad guys, but when I saw them niggas turn into particles.
I don't even know what you're talking about. That might be in the movies I haven't seen.
Motherfucker, the car turned into particles, and then it turned back into a car. I was like, what?
I don't know. Which one is this the other guy? Who's the guy from Boston? Are those his movies?
I'm not sure who created them.
No, I mean, like the main white guy. Like first it's the crazy guy, the kid
with
Megan Fox, but then later it's the Boston guy.
I think it was the Boston guy.
Yeah, I only saw his first one. It was on like HBO or some shit.
Particles, but yeah, continue.
Godzilla vs. Kong makes powerful box office debut in China. It made 15.3 million. I guess I don't even know. In China, it is. Yo, is that the future? Are we gonna drop our movies first in China because of bootlegging? So yeah, it dropped. It made that much money in China. It drops this Friday, and for us, I'm gonna watch it on HBO Max. But
yeah, I'm gonna watch that.
It will, based on ticket sales, blah 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 forecast, it will make 166 million in China. If that is achieved, blah blah blah, it will be the 4th highest grossing film of 2021 so far. You know what's funny? So if it makes, it said, so 166 million is the projected sales, right? It said it would be the 4th highest grossing film in the world right now. With just if it just reaches its projections of Chinese sales, which is crazy. Basically, they just say we dropped it in China. That's enough. Well, you know, like. But what's funnier is the other 3 movies are Chinese movies. Just like remember when we did 2020. Hi Mom, Detective Chinatown 3, and Little Red Flower are number 1, 2, and 3 in the highest grossing films of the world. I believe China probably, it seems like for a while now, they probably have the number 1 box office post-COVID because they seem to be the only ones open, you know? So yeah, but that drops in America this Friday. But, I mean, you know, it's streaming, and I don't even know if all the movie theaters are actually open. So yeah.
Stream that. I'm gonna stream that.
Fuck yeah. To be honest with you, I don't even care about that movie, but I mean, it's gonna be like right there as a button click, so I'll watch it.
Yeah, I'm gonna watch that.
Yeah.
Godzilla and King Kong. Come on.
Yo, but it's American Godzilla and King. They be making crazy movies.
You know what I'm saying?
They make crazy movies. That's a fact. Those movies are crazy.
Sure. And it's dope CGI. I like dope CGI. I like that.
Yo, the first, it's funny you say you like that, because the first Godzilla American movie of this generation had no Godzilla, because they treated it like a horror movie, so they kept hiding him, remember?
Yeah,
that's just crazy. What does this even mean? I don't really know what this article means, but it seems like Netflix is taking anime really seriously, and they killing the game for anime. That's what I'm gonna take from this article. Some shit called Record of Ragnarok. So yeah.
Okay.
That might be it. There was here on Variety. Little Nas X sexed up Montero video has changed everything for queer music artists. So.
Hip hop things.
Yeah. But yeah, man, that's it for this week. Y'all got any things of the week?
Liquidation. Full trap.
What do you want us to do? You wait, hold up, because you want us to like look that up, or like what do you want us?
You know what it is. Still don't get liquidated.
Wow, that's the story of the week. That's it. That's fucking sick. That's good advice, I guess. Good advice.
You got anything, Phil?
No, I don't know. I really haven't been watching too much stuff, or I don't know. Yeah. I still like occasionally do. I watch Saltybets. That's like the number one.
Let's put that down then. Saltybets.
The number one thing that I watch.
Saltybets killing the game.
Saltybets. But I did see the movie timelines. He had some top 10 for like lowest budget horror movies. So that was kind of pretty interesting. The total list couldn't add up to more than I think 100,000. And I didn't watch all of it. I stopped paying attention. But there was a movie on there that was made for like $66. I don't know how much it grossed or anything. But he said it was like pretty decently done considering that. Because I think he's a filmmaker himself. But but yeah, that was crazy. Some of the movies were nuts.
All right, I'm gonna drop some songs. I'm the only one who keeps it old school. I'm gonna drop some songs.
Yeah, I ain't listening to no new music and I don't know how long.
It's weird, man. It's like I always have songs, but it's like, yeah, like the listening of music I did was more like learning and shit and just finding out things exist. Yo, man, there's so many. Like guitar music is definitely not the mainstream, but yo, there's a lot of like young people right man on guitar right now that are like so good. It's crazy. because they just doing like crazier things. They taking it different places. Like I like going, you know. Those things are probably too different, so you know they'll probably always be in a niche world, especially in a world right now where guitar has moved aside for like electronic and hip hop right now. But yeah, but it's kind of interesting. I was like, man, there's a bunch of young killers right now on Instagram and YouTube, just like doing the shits that like maybe only 1 or 2 people who even tempted to do back in the day, you know, like, But yeah, nah. So it's one of those people. This ain't even as crazy as some of those people, but one of those people was a Spirit. I think this might be a group in New York somewhere. Spirit Fingers, song called Maps. It sounds like it's just a live set in New York. Some jazz shit. Damn, where's this other motherfucker? I Built the Sky. Translucidus? I don't know how you even say that word. I Built the Sky. Translucidus. Some dude from Australia. He did, yeah. That it just has this like classic, almost anime guitar melody thing.
Dope name.
What's up?
Dope name.
Yeah. I Built the Sky. That shit's fucked up. Yo, and then like the 2 other things yo that I thought were dope, they not even like what I seen some of these young kids do, like they be making the same way, yo, like songs and beats be like 1 minute, 2 minutes now. Yo, they be making like these like 30, 40-second things on Instagram, and that's it. And they don't seem like they ever come out again. And like some of those things be dope. And I saw this one thing I ended up hearing like 3 times, and then he wrote in the comments like, yo, for anybody wondering what I got the tone from, he played the guitar, and he plays it crazy. He uses like a lot of harmonics, so it sounds fucked up already. But he plays it through a vocoder, and then he plays MIDI controlling the vocoder, so the guitar sounds crazy. I was like, the fuck is this? I was like, that made me want to run it through Ableton, my guitar, and like try to make that vocoder work, you know?
Real weird.
Yeah. I was like, man, I don't be trying, yo. I was like, I don't be trying. But yeah, those are my songs. Those are my songs. Last words, last thoughts, anybody?
Don't liquidate. Don't get liquidated.
Word.
I second that. I mean,
Don't get liquidated.
I'll reiterate.
Oh shit, I missed your comments, Tomas. Look, Tomas dropped some stuff. Who was also in Mrs. Doubtfire? Cause didn't we talk about Mrs. Doubtfire? Oh, Pierce Brosnan, he was. Yo, I don't know if you caught this part. He's the bad. I don't even remember that shit. I remember watching.
He's like the other boyfriend, that the moms is getting with or whatever. But I don't even know if he's a douche or anything, but he basically the like antagonist.
Yo, what did we talk about, Miss Doubtfire? Wasn't there like some we talked about like a week or 2 ago. Someone was talking about maybe like the possibility of a sequel, or no, unrated version. Is that what he said, right? Rated R, Miss Doubtfire?
Yeah, we were just like, what? Rated R? Be unrated.
Because I guess like the director was talking about like, you know, if he were to have the possibility, like if the studio wanted it, he could re-edit the movie and it'd be a rated R Mrs. Doubtfire. You know, I don't know if we need that, but I mean,
what do you mean re-edit the movie?
You know, because like extra footage, so you just edit the movie again. You know?
Yeah, I could see Robert Williams having some lewd jokes, and they could have had some like adult humor. I mean, it's obviously like a family movie, but there's obvious, you know, adult humor in it. But yeah, I could see. You know what I mean? Yeah, I guess. But it wouldn't be like R. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
I don't think what it was, a sex scene in there or some crazy shit.
Miss Doubtfire like, getting it on with a girl.
Yeah, you know what I mean? Like, but I can see there being some crazy jokes and obviously some probably fun done. He's cross-dressing it, and obviously, you know what I mean?
Yeah.
It's already crazy scenes in it. They could have took them shits a little bit extra. And yeah, it wouldn't have been good for kids.
If you're still there, Tomas, what anime Flying Lotus scored? And I don't remember what the slow motion part was about, but yeah, I was reading these articles and shit. But otherwise, the last words is don't liquidate.
Don't get liquidated.
Oh yeah, let's get it right.
You can liquidate, but don't get liquidated.
Don't get liquidated.
All right, man.
Bad.
Bake that chicken, smoke that turkey. Boosh.